Hello everybody, welcome to this brief presentation on this prototype. My name is Charles Capillo and I'm one of the developers who worked on this application I'm presenting to you today on Team Elderberry. Cooking is one of the biggest things that I think many people can really indulge themselves in. And for those looking to start their journey into the culinary world and experience, right, one of the very fundamental things that I think everyone can agree upon is starting with a recipe. And even for those who want to teach culinary, or even professors who teach cooking, or any personal chefs, right? Recipes are a fundamental idea in the cooking world that people have to have in some way or some form before they can really start to really deviate on their own. And if you are any of those people, you know that finding recipes online or in a cookbook or anything like that is just really difficult considering the many sources that exist out there. There's just too many sources to find recipes on, not enough centralized ideas, and there's just no streamlined, no accessible way to get them in an easy sense without having to go to multiple websites with different formats and all these different problems. So if you're one of these students or one of these cooks or chefs or people looking to get into cooking or anyone, this is sort of the application for you. And you can see immediately on this main page we're going to have a welcome back screen, and it has updates for new recipes. One of the main things you'll notice first of all is this section over here, which is sort of the headline for any featured dishes or any featured other things, highlights about the application. For this example, there's going to be featured dish of protein macarons, and if we were to enter, we could see right here. And this is going to be sort of the central, or the main format and layout of your recipes here. So you'll have the title, the picture, description, and then obviously the instructions and ingredients. These would be their own scroll boxes, so you could just scroll up or down depending on what you want. And then obviously they'll also have a rate recipe, where you're able to rate a recipe, and then a report the recipe, but we'll touch a little bit more about that later on. We can also browse recipes here. So we can obviously sort by a lot of categories. For example, we could do any of these, plus some more we'd add later on into we do cook time, and obviously we'd sort by high to low, and it would change the descriptions and everything. You'd be able to scroll up or down based on your given criteria. And for example, we're given 3 different dishes here, obviously with the same format as the last time. These are just examples. There'd be many more you could add yourselves. We'll touch on that later. Going on that report recipe, we're able to report this because, as we can see, the person who uploaded this recipe did not complete their instructions. So if we were to report this, we could just say instructions are missing, and we continue. And let's say thank you, your report will be reviewed by our team. We can also create our own recipe, and creating a recipe is the same idea, where we're able to add a title. We could say birthday cake. We're also able to give it a description. And then this section here, we're able to add the ingredients. So for example, we could add 2 cups of sugar. And then if we were to continue adding and clicking this plus section, this would be added into the ingredients. You would be able to add more and more, but for the sake of this presentation and for the example, we're just going to include it at 1. We're also able to enter instructions too, and also the same idea applies here. We're just going to include 1 instruction here. We're just going to say okay. And once you've set up all these criteria here, you can submit it, and it'll be reviewed and put up soon. So overall, we just found this application being really beneficial and useful for people who are looking to find this really streamlined way of looking for recipes, for creating recipes, for adding recipes, for just searching anything in general, because of the idea and the problem that exists when there are just so many different websites outside the internet or in the world, and it's just difficult to really find one simple, efficient way to find a recipe and take it on the go. So we hope this is something that you might find useful if you yourself are a culinary chef or even a student learning this. I think this would be very beneficial for you to pick up and take, just so you have a simple way to browse and catalog recipes without having to go to the hassle of searching through different formats. Thank you very much for your time, and it's been a pleasure.